$25 for waterproof wireless earbuds. With touch controls, wireless charging, and bass, you can actually feel. Tozo sent these over, and I've been putting them to the test. Now, here's what you need to know. All right, let's see what you get for 25 bucks. The box is simple, no flashy branding, just a clean layout with the basics inside. You get the earbuds, the charging case, a short USB-C cable, and a few different ear tip sizes. No instruction manual novel here. Just a quick start guide that's actually helpful, especially if you're not super techy. First impression, the case is compact, seriously pocketable, and the magnetic lid has a satisfying snap to it. Is it premium? No, but it doesn't feel cheap either. More like the kind of build you'd expect from earbuds in the $50 to $60 range. The earbuds themselves are lightweight and made of matte plastic. There's no glossy finish, no chrome accents, and I like that. It makes them feel practical. They're clearly designed for everyday use, workouts, commutes, Zoom calls, without screaming, "Hey, look at my budget buds." And here's something I didn't expect at this price. The charging pins are aligned cleanly. The case closes with no wobble, and everything fits snug. For budget earbuds, this is already more than I expected. The design is minimal, but smart. There's no stem here, just a rounded, low-profile body that tucks neatly into your ear. It's subtle enough to wear under a hoodie, or even while laying on your side watching a video on the couch. And it's secure enough for light workouts, walking, stretching, or casual runs. Tozo includes multiple ear tip sizes in the box, which is a big plus. It took a bit of trial and error, but once I found the right fit, these stayed locked in. They passed my head shake test. No slipping, no adjusting, comfort-wise, surprisingly good. I wore them for at least 3 hours straight and never once felt the urge to take them out. They're super lightweight, and because the body doesn't push deep into your ear canal, there's no soreness or pressure buildup over time. And while there's no active noise canceling, the passive seal from the tips does a decent job of muffling background chatter, whether it's a noisy airport, the gym, or you're just home checking them out. Now let's talk sound. And honestly, I was surprised. These earbuds lean bass heavy, but not in a muddy or overwhelming way. You'll feel it hit on hip hop, EDM, and anything with a strong beat. That low end thump is definitely there. On movie soundtracks or action games, the soundstage feels a little wider than you'd expect at this price. Explosions have weight, and transitions between scenes feel immersive, not flat. Vocals are still pretty clear too, especially in pop and R&B. But if you're into acoustic music, classical, or podcasts with a lot of spoken word, you might notice the mids feeling just a bit soft, not muffled, but definitely not front and center. Tozo now has a companion app, which gives you access to EQ presets and some customization. A nice surprise at this price point. Still, even without tweaking, the default tuning holds up really well. It's warm, it's bassy, and unless you're an audiophile, it's more than enough for casual listening. Now, let's talk about the mic. Here's what I sound like on a phone call using the Tozo T6 indoors.
Not amazing, but totally fine for quick calls, Zoom, or voice notes.
Tozo claims 6 hours on a single charge, and up to 30 hours with the case. And in my tests, that's pretty accurate. I ran them at around 75% volume, which is comfortable for most music, and got just under 6 hours before they powered down. The case itself gave me 4 full top-ups before needing to be recharged. That brings you close to the 30-hour mark they advertise. Charging is done via USB-C, and yes, it even supports wireless charging. That's almost unheard of at this price point. Definitely a standout feature. Now, there's no fast charging, so if you forget to top off the battery, you're looking at a bit of a wait, roughly 1.5 to 2 hours for a full charge. Still, for everyday use, whether you're heading to class, taking calls, or binging a playlist, the battery life on the Tozo T6 holds up. It's dependable, and honestly, more than enough for most users. IPX8 means these can be fully submerged in water and still work. That's not just splash proof, it's actual immersion level waterproofing. So, of course, I had to test it. I filled a glass with water, dropped the Tozo T6 right in, and set a timer. 1 minute later, pulled them out, gave them a quick towel dry, and tried them out. And yep, still playing music like nothing happened. Would I take them swimming? Honestly, no. The seal isn't designed to handle movement underwater, and Bluetooth doesn't work well submerged. But for gym workouts, running in the rain, or even a quick sink rinse after getting sweaty, no worries. Pairing was easy. Open the case, and they showed up in my Bluetooth menu within seconds. Once paired, they automatically reconnect when you open the case, and I never had dropouts during my testing. The T6 uses Bluetooth 5.3, so range is solid. I got about 30 feet indoors before the signal started to break up. As for controls, it's all touch-based. Tap once to play or pause, double tap to skip tracks, triple tap for voice assistant. The touch surface is responsive but not too sensitive, which is a relief. It took me a day to get the muscle memory down, but once I did, it was smooth. Look, if you're expecting AirPods Pro performance for $25, that's not happening. But if you want wireless earbuds that sound solid, survive rain or sweat, have reliable touch controls, and actually last the whole day, the Tozo T6 punches way above its price.
If you've ever thought, I just want some cheap earbuds that don't suck, these might be exactly what you're looking for. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, leave a comment down below with your favorite budget earbuds. And as always, real tech, real life, I'm Enan, and I'll talk to you in the next one.